Well, good day, tubes. How's it going? We're not 3D printing today. I just had to show you this sweet deal I got at Home Depot. I got this for $198, and I think it was normally $250. So we saved pretty good money off of this guy. I have a set of Ridgid tools that I've had for quite a while. Drill and impact gun. And I kind of thought the impact gun, I was using it there a while ago, and it sort of seemed like it was not doing too good. It wasn't really even driving in the screw. And I think it's kind of got wore out. I pretty much used that thing to build my whole entire deck. So, and other projects, of course, too, we've used it on. Building the shed building out there, the small shed building. This is cool. It's like a doctor's bag. Oh, that's awesome. This is a pretty sweet kit, I gotta say. You guys might not be able to see in here, so we'll put you up a floor or two here. There you go. Just like that. And yeah, pretty sweet kit. And it even comes with batteries, which is really sweet. So they have two different kits. They had these ones, or a real stubby one. I didn't really like the looks of the real stubby one. I just kind of thought this one might have been better. Oh, smells so good. Smells so new. Awesome. I don't know if these batteries will have any juice in them. And there's the drill, because I'm going to have a bunch of drilling to do soon here for this steel roof. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, this is a hammer drill too, believe it or not. You can turn it to hammer as well. Drill, screwing, or hammer. 2 speeds. The bigger batteries too. You can get the smaller ones with like the small little batteries, but this is the bigger one. So that's kind of cool. What else do we get in here? A little buying booklet for all the stuff that they have that's cordless. Man, if you go into one of these stores that sells all the different brands, so like this one's blue, Makita, this one's red, everything's red from Milwaukee, and DeWalt's the yellow, and miscellaneous other junk too. Right? It's like, wow, it's such a kaleidoscope of colors. Man, they've got a lot of stuff now too, eh? Holy crap. Never mind, there's more yet. That's just crazy. All the different stuff they got. Anyways, it's good to know. I'd like to own all of them, but man, I don't know how you would. Good. And you get 2 batteries. Of course, they're only little small shitty batteries, the smallest ones that they probably make, but it's nice. Most of the times this stuff just comes tool only, right? So let's see. I got 1 battery. Oh, that's no good. Probably actually been put into storage mode. And this is 1 battery. Okay, so it comes with a charger too. I've already got a charger, but now I got 2 chargers, so that's even better. So what I'm gonna do is plug one in here. I'm still in works. I'm making caps for our big chainsaw chain here. For the other side, I haven't quite finished that up yet, but sorry, the other day I had to cut your video off because I had to do this video because I need these things to get going here soon. So we're gonna plug in this guy if I can reach. Oh, that's over now, way over here. Sorry for the shoulder. So we'll charge that guy. And I'll charge this one on my other one. Uh-oh. What's the green, red flashing mean? Is that too low or something? Let's have a look. I don't think it's going to tell me in that. That's maybe not good. Let's look that up here. Milwaukee. That's the M18. Oop. 18. Red. Flashing red-green. I think it's a problem with the connection between the battery and the charger, or potentially a battery issue. Okay then. There we go. Now she's showing full red, just didn't have her on enough, I guess. And this guy, let's just see if they got any juice in it. Nice. And that's just drilled, and there's hammering too, so that's kind of cool. And of course it's got torque. That's the torque in there, so we're at 6 right now. Oh, a lot more. And there's 2 speeds too. Brushless motors too, which is pretty sweet. Oh, it's doing it again, man. Wonder if these batteries are too low or something. It was just solid red, now it's... Okay, well, let me try this one on my other one. It seems like it's staying now. There's my biggest battery I got as a XC6, so you can see the difference in the size of these. Might be a little crazy, this one on here, but there you go. Holy smokes. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah. Very juicy. So we'll let these little guys maybe charge up a little bit here, and then let's see if I can see that other one. I think it's charging. It's making kind of sizzly, hissily noises. It's probably putting a lot of amps to it, but we'll let them charge up here, and maybe we'll take them out and try to drive a couple of screws or something. We'll try them out and see how they work. Okay, so we're going to do a torture test. I brought my old Ridgid out too, and I got a freshly juiced battery for it. And this is the impact driver. We're going to try to drive some number 10 by 3 inch. It's a fairly meaty size screw, we'll say. We'll get a couple of boards here. It should be pretty good. Try to glue these together as best we can. So you can see how it's kind of slowing down. It's still going, but finally it did it. Okay, let's try the new one out. And this is of course that battery doesn't tell me where it's juiced, but that one, they finally juiced up. I don't know, they must have been really low or something. They probably put them in a whatchamacallit, storage state. My charger actually will do that too. Let's make sure we got a brand new screw. I did throw a couple older ones in here. Make it fair, because that one was brand new. Now, hopefully this one performs just as well, or better. I kind of think that's hands down different. Holy crap! Hang on a sec here. Want to do a double comparison here, we'll just see. So now you got to remember, this is only a 12 volt, wore out too, and these are 18s, so that is quite a bit more juice. Let's get this lined up here. I think that was a pretty darn good deal. Because when I went and got the steel the other day, I had to use my Ridgid one, and I just screwed a board into the floor, and it was horribly disappointing. Okay, let's see here if I can manage 2 of these at once. Just maybe get them to start a little more. Okay, I think we're ready. Keep them straight. Here we go. Oh, no, already screwed up. No, already screwed up. No, already screwed up. What the heck? Oh, that bit's not very good. Darn bit. Okay, this is not going to be a very good comparison. Man. Okay, enough of that. Let's finish it off. That's pretty good. Okay, that one's just not too good. This bit is a little bit rounded a bit here too. She's not in the best shape, but she backed her out pretty good. That's pretty dang impressive, I gotta say. Ooh, it's warm too. She made some friction, made some heat. Anyways, I don't think I'll try the other one out. We'll be doing a lot of that next couple of days, doing some screwing. But yeah, that was pretty darn impressive, I gotta say. It basically didn't even have a chance. Anyways, now this one I don't really know. No, it's not brushless. It's even a bit shorter. I don't think this is a brushless one, this Ridgid one, but this one is a brushless one. I don't know, maybe it is. I don't know. But this has been a good unit. Mind you, I've probably got like 500-600 hours on this guy too, right? So you really can't complain. It's done pretty good. Plus, oof, like a year after I got it, the charger that this plugs into screwed up and it won't even recognize a battery. So I've been just charging and putting a, you know, a Dewey in each thing here, positive and negative, and charging it with my RC car battery charger, and it seemed to work pretty good. So let's see here, we're still pretty good on battery there, so I'm pretty happy with that too. They didn't use much. Awesome. I wish there was a little more of a thing to organize in the bag here though, which there isn't, but anyways, just kind of gets chucked in. But that's a pretty sweet deal, you know. What was it, one something, $199 or something like that for the bag, and the 2 tools, the 2 batteries, and the charger. And there's all the screws for the steel roof too, and they look like some sort of a little hex bit thing. Let me see. Oh, that's maybe an 8mm or maybe even smaller. Let's see here. So we've got 3 bags of them. I imagine I can probably just get away with using socket out of my guy here. I think that would have totally sucked trying to drive screws. These might not have been too bad. And I kind of think that would have really sucked trying to drive screws with that Ridgid gun. That's pretty well wore out. And what wears out of them? I don't know, probably the hammer mechanism. Now, what do we want here? Ooh, these are pretty dang small. Ooh, seems smaller than that. Quarter inch? Metric probably. Quarter inch. I like to try to drive one of these because I just don't. You don't want to overdrive. You don't want to overdrive these screws because they do have a little rubber washer on here that's supposed to mush down onto the steel roof. You don't want to over mush it, right? Oh, guess we need something to go on here. I don't know why it felt so light. 1/4 inch. Ooh, that's tiny. Yeah, I'd say that's it. You just want it to mush down. Now it'll be different, of course, on the steel roof, but pretty much strips the paint right off it real fast. So holy smokes. That one should still be good. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of these 3 bags. I don't know if there's 1,000 screws in a bag or whatever, but there's a whole whack of them. But anyways, that should be good. And the steel roof, I don't know whether I'll film that or not. That's going to be I don't know whether we'll film it or not. Because that's definitely something I gotta really concentrate on. And depending on how those screws go in, you might be able to just jab it, and then they should kind of, should have kept one out here. They should kind of burrow through that steel. They do have like a little bit of a cutting thingy here. Hopefully would start to go in, but they're pretty nice and pointy too, so it should penetrate through that steel. Hopefully we don't have to pre-drill anything, because it really be nice just to go done, done. But anyway, there we go. Just wanted to show you those new tools there. It was a smoking hot deal. Couldn't pass that up. And it even comes with a sweet doctor's bag, so what the heck, hey? Time for an upgrade. It was time to replace that one. As you could see anyways, that would have just been brutal. But anyways, and these batteries should probably go considerably longer too, even though those Ridgid batteries weren't terrible bad. They were actually not too bad. So but yeah, when they die, they die. But I built the whole deck with that one Ridgid gun, so you know, I really can't complain. So anyways, there we go. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Nice little competition there, but definitely the Milwaukee took off and won. But it would be nice to try a brand new Ridgid versus a Milwaukee too, and see the difference. But anyways, thanks again. Catch you all later. You guys have a good day. Oh yes, today I forgot to mention, today before this torrential rain came, I got this other gable end done up, but I didn't get the whatchamacallit put on it, the wrap on the end. It was starting to spit. I'm like, can't be up on scaffolding when it's spitting. It's just not good. But that end's all done with the wrap on it. I gotta get our door in here. I got a guy that might come and actually do that for me. He used to do that professionally for a lot of years. He actually did windows and doors in our house, and the big door in the office down at the cemetery there. But there's that there, and I got her battened down there before the rain came. But trying to climb up and down scaffolding when it's wet is not nice. But our little packed in area here worked good. I had to run it over a couple more times, but it wasn't too bad. So yeah, we got her good though. I think it should be all right. And then I just got to get up there and put the wrap on it. And I got to say, this end sucked a lot more. It's really nice to have that other building to stand on to work on half of it too, right? But so this again was 2 sheets. So I put the first sheet up, full sheet, and then drew the line with the chalk line, and then cut her. This thing, that cutting sucks. And I take that one that flops off, and then go over here with this one, put it on there, bang, it fits like perfect. It's like almost an exact perfect slice right down the middle. And then another full sheet in the middle, and then you've got the two little tabs there that would have hung off. Cut them off of the roof line. One over there and then one over here. And then you flip them around and put them up top, right at the very peak there. It was like perfect. All these little bits that I got left here, which I totally forgot to pick up, is all I had left. That's like cuts off the top or whatever. It wasn't bang on 100% perfect. Actually, the other side was better, but I had to shave a little bit off the top to make her match. But man, it worked freaking good. 2 sheets, that was it. Really can't complain about that. That was pretty awesome. 2 sheets, holy sheet. But anyways, it'd be nice to get a door here too. And this door here will probably be another couple of weeks or a week or so, maybe a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. It could be up to 4 weeks, hard to say. Depends on when they get to the order at the factory to make it. So, and this now would be the time if I was going to put on like aluminum flashing here, but I don't think I'm gonna. I'm just gonna probably paint those. Maybe I'll paint them white, kind of like what happened down at the garage down there. We painted them white down there, and it seemed to work pretty good. So, but hopefully Buddy's all right with what I done for him here for the framing for the door. Should be all right. And then we got to get up and put some blocks in there and maybe some ventilation of some sort. Not sure if I'm gonna get Buddy just to spray foam right in there. Be easier for him probably, versus you put a ceiling on it and then he's got to kind of get up there and then spray the floor, right? I don't know what the best way is to do it. I honestly probably really don't need a whole lot of ventilation. Might put a gable end vent in, maybe on each side, and then just block these right up, put some soffit and fascia, you know, underneath here somehow. We'll get some soffit up there. That soffit stuff is really expensive. We got to put a J channel level with the fascia board on the building, and then you put your soffit in the J channel and then match it up to the edge of that and then put a screw in all the way across, and then you put your fascia board on the cap on after, something like that. Anyways, I don't know if I did it right, but we'll see. Who knows? I'm sure for all the girls I go out with, it'll be just fine. And there's a whole lot I go out with. None. Zero. Zilch, if you can see that. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that little tool update. I've been buying a lot of tools lately. This building here has spurred me to have to buy a lot of tools, which really friggin' sucks, but who doesn't like new tools? Come on now. I even had to get this thing out that we got for the floor, underneath the floor. Remember we got this thing? Went to Princess Auto. I don't think it was on, yeah, it was on sale actually. I think it was like $200 or $300 off. But it was still like $1,500 for that thing. But you know, I think it was a good investment too. It frickin' starts like, boom. Just awesome. Like, you don't need to do like hardly anything. Oh, turn the choke on, that would help. If you turn the choke on, it does help. But I mean, that's pretty good running engine there. Honda has it like, let me freaking tell you, they know what they're doing, and that's why all these companies have just changed their engine designs to the slanted cylinder like theirs. Same kind of carburetor setup and filter, muffler, fuel tank crap and everything. It's like, really? Really? Because they come out with something good, everybody's got to copy it, try to get a bit of their bucks. Like, come on. I really love the Hondas. I don't know how many pieces of equipment I've got with a Honda engine on now, but I got quite a dang few of them. Even my pressure washer has a big 11 horse on it. It's just freaking awesome. But anyways, thanks again for watching. We'll be doing steel roof here soon. Like I say, I probably am not gonna film that because that's gonna freaking suck up there, I think, way up there. That stuff is so freaking slippery. But maybe we'll start one panel and move over, and then start the other side and then move over. But we got to walk on it to put the ridge cap on, which is, it's all under here, right? So There's a bunch of stuff wrapped in there. I guess it's to trim and stuff, and then of course under here is all the sheets, right? That's the color I went with. It's supposed to be a charcoal or something. So hopefully he's got me everything. I just don't see the stuff on the for like the eave here. That's, you're supposed to put in like a foamy stuff. He gave me some rolls of stuff, but I don't think that's for there. I think that's for up at the top. You're supposed to smush this stuff under the ridge cap, I think. What's it say here? Super vent is a ventilation that fills the gap between the ridge cap and the roof panel and other gaps that need venting. Yeah, so you're supposed to smush it on there. I guess it's sticky on one side. So he gave me 3 rolls of that. Hopefully that's enough. But anywho, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. It's coming. Be nice to get the doors on, let me tell you, and get her kind of closed in. But the only places that should be getting wet now is right at this door, of course, and right at the other little door. And that's about right. So nothing, we had a giant rain here like an hour and a half ago, and there's not a drop of water in here now. So that's freaking awesome. Remember this corner was like freaking like deep. And over here was kind of deep too. Dry as a bone. That sill gasket stuff underneath these really does make a difference. So that probably would have leaked water in if it had. But it will be nice to get a door, big giant door. When I went and talked to the lady up at the sales place there for the door place, we have a door place in town here. They do all my doors here and stuff, so they're pretty good. I said to her, she says, "Oh, hey, how are you doing today?" I'm like, "Not too bad." She says, "What can I help you with?" I'm like, "I got a big, gigantic 10 by 10 hole in my wall. I need to fill up with a door." She laughed. So, "Oh, okay, I've never heard that before, but yeah, so I got a big, giant door I need filled. Big hole I need filled in my door, in my wall." I think I said something like that. But anyways, there we go again. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today. And we'll be getting there soon. Get her closed in, and I gotta start figuring out workbenches and probably electrical stuff first. And you know what? I'm probably not gonna go too crazy with electrical stuff, to be honest. I might just get one of my reels in there. I love them reels. And door stuff will be probably over to here. So, I mean, we could even mount it somewhere here above the workbench. It's probably going to go here, and then you just roll it out. And I'm not going to put plugs all the way around. I mean, if I need power, I'll just pull the dang thing out, plug in something in over here. That's great. When you're done with it, save a shit ton of money running and drilling holes. I just don't agree with drilling through your studs to put lines through or electrical through, which that's where it should be, you know, back in here more kind of thing. So if you're drilling into there, you don't hit it, but you know, you're putting holes and sometimes multiple holes through. I'm like, oh, you're weakening everything when you do that. So I don't think I'm going to do that. The only thing I'm going to probably run is power for lights. I think I'm going to put strip lights probably about here, and then one in the middle, and then one down here. I think I can get them to link together, so I'll just do like a central thing here with a switch that goes up. One, how am I gonna do this? Could probably power them all. I could probably just run one up and then start with a plug there, and then plug the first light in. The second one plugs into that light, you know, blah, 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 and run a cord. How am I gonna do that? Could probably run another, have to run another outlet and probably put it here. One thing I should do though is probably run up an outlet. I don't know exactly where it would be, but if I ever put an electric door opener in for the door here, they'd need to plug into that, but I could always run that after. It's not a big deal. Yeah. I'd have to think of some wiring schematics to what to do. But anyways, this is getting off topic here from the video from today. So anyways, thanks again. Catch us all later. You guys have a good day. We're getting there.